Okay, so let's get started. Okay, good evening, Astrid, and thank you so much for joining us today for our interview session. We are so happy that you could be with us. And before we get started, let's us introduce ourselves first. My name is Damia Yasmin, and alongside with me, I have my partner.
And I'm Nidnova Trisha.
Okay, so nice to meet you, Astrid.
Hello, it's so nice to meet you both today, and it's nice to have me here today. Thanks to the both of you. So
Yeah,
yeah, I hope we
it's
have a lovely session.
yeah, we're so glad to have you here today. Okay, so we are actually English communication students from College Professional Mara East Canberra, and today we are going to conduct an interview session with you in conjunction of our pragmatics in intercultural communication assignment. All right, so let's get started then. But before we get started, before we dive into, can you at least tell us a bit about yourself and a bit about your background?
Okay, sure. Yeah. So I'm Astrid Yong, and just a little bit about myself. I am a psychology student that just graduated 2 years ago in Summer University. Then right now I'm currently working as a talent acquisition, which is similar to a recruiter, whereby I recruit individuals with talents for the company that I'm working at right now. So it's kind of like an in-house recruitment. An in-house recruitment. How do I say this? Position that I'm working at, rather than in an recruitment agency, which that used to be my first job, but this is my second job. So
Oh.
I'm already yeah. So I'm already in this company for 10 months. Yeah. So this year, March will be my 1 year, and I plan to stay for as long as I can lah. Yeah. So that's mostly about it for like my degree, and then what I actually do, which is quite kind of related to psychology lah, because it's like human interaction and also communication. Yeah.
Oh, so like that's a long period, 10 months in the
Yeah.
same company. I guess you really like that job. I'm really glad you like that job.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely enjoy it lah with the managers and also the team leaders. So definitely
Ah.
yeah.
Okay, so let's get started with the questions. Okay, so my first question, how does intercultural communication in your workplace differ from your university experience?
Workplace. Okay, so communication in workplace and university. I see. Okay, so basically what I can say is in a workplace where there's different people, like
Mm-hmm.
from different age, I can say, and also different positions. So definitely starting with the workplace first, communication is much more, it has to be formal and professional lah, because not only you're dealing with your seniors, but sometimes you're dealing with your colleagues and also your managers or even directors. So definitely it has to be professional. But when it comes to university, when it comes to communication, like misunderstandings can also affect the working performance. So when we have to deliver what we want to, what we want to say, or what we want to get for example, like the job done, maybe this particular task. So we have to
Mm-hmm.
make the message clear and also be delivered carefully and precisely lah. That's
Mm.
my point of view actually. Yeah.
Mm. So like in order to like achieve the what do you call, like the communication that you all wish to have, you need to like communicate really directly and really precisely in order to get what you want in the company to be like for everyone to have the same opinion and stuff.
Yeah, because just add on a little bit, when it comes to workplace, like time is of the essence. So
Mm-hmm.
not every time where your seniors or even leaders are always free. So definitely one thing that we learn, or maybe what I learned, is that if I want to seek help or even to solve an issue, I have to go straight to the point and not beat around the bush, or maybe just give them a very long paragraph but not getting to the point, or else they will be annoyed lah. That's what I can say.
So like when we're talking about the way we communicate with people, I think the use of eye contact is pretty crucial in this case. So
Use
from your perspective, does maintaining eye contact ever feel like uncomfortable or maybe considered inappropriate in the workplace?
For me personally, keeping eye contact is a little bit hard on my end. So if I keep a very long eye contact, I may lose focus on what I want to say.
Ah.
So I have to like look around just for a bit just to make sure I focus and I make sure what I want to say actually has been delivered. But if let's say in the workplace, sometimes having a very direct eye contact is good, but you have to know how to control your eye contact, or else sometimes people will feel pressured, especially if you're talking to your managers or directors. So if let's say the communication, even the discussion gets too intense, and if you're just staring, like right directly at them, so it may be good and it may not be good. So it depends on how an individual actually knows how to take control of the whole thing that is going on.
Yeah. Get it. Because like personally I think we both think that when we're keeping eye contact during our studies right now, it can consider as politeness, or maybe like the way we like show gestures to what like lecturers or maybe friends. So we're kind of like wondering if does it the same as in the workplace culture itself. So we're both like wondering lah. Okay.
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand. I mean, I agree with the both of you as well. When it comes to like university, that's like it's like friends among friends, right? But in the workplace itself, it's like you among a senior already. So that's how things will change, lah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so since we're talking about friends and also colleagues, managers and stuff, do you usually talk with your colleagues, perhaps using slang or humor?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When it comes to my team or even to other departments, whenever we see each other, we'll be like, "Yo, what's up?" rather than "Hi, good morning, sir," or even we use that that, or like how we address someone lah. But when it comes to managers as well, we do chat, like chit chat with them, because they are very chill and they are not okay, I'm just gonna disclose their age a little bit. They are just
Yeah.
around 40 and not 40 and above. So it's like age will be quite similar lah. So when it comes to like chit chatting, it's for me in my company itself, I feel like I'm back in university where I can just have a normal chit chat session with not only my manager but also my team leaders of different age. So that's why I feel very comfortable and at home, where I don't have to be so formal most of the times in this work setting lah.
Okay. So okay, I will let my friend to continue with the interview session.
Okay, so that before this you're in Sunway University, right? So may I know, do you notice the way your colleague talk differently based on their social status, and how is it going?
Social status. Okay, so like the difference between university and also right now from the social status. And what I can say is, if let's say like my talent acquisition manager, he is he's from the law and also business course. Like he graduated with that, but then he switched to HR. So definitely yeah, so like that's how I realized, like, oh, okay, maybe different course people, they actually like HR or they like being a recruiter. But then when I see the difference between like how they actually communicate with one another, it's not like the difference is not big. It's all similar, where all of us can actually communicate comfortably. But when it comes to real work, like if we want to communicate or even have a meeting with other regions directors, then definitely we will have to switch up our way of communicating with them. because it's not all the time when we have to deal with them. So definitely keeping an image and also being respectful and polite is one thing that us as a talent acquisition must have, or else if we are impolite, even just a slight moment or issue, some directors or even managers, they will be offended, like they'll be like, oh, what is it? Well, why are you being so like a little bit rude to me? Then I mean, cases like this happens lah to my seniors. So that's how our manager actually give us some feedback, like, oh, this particular director or even regional director feels that we are being rude to them. So we will have to switch things up a bit. So definitely before sending out a message to them, it's quite stressful for us lah, because we're not sure whether is it okay or not okay with our tone. But when it comes to face, that's like a different story, because you can meet them in person and you can definitely see their expression, you can feel their tone. But when it comes to message, that's a whole different story lah. So I hope I answered your question actually.
Yes, you did answer my question.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
So like in terms of like when you mentioned the word tone earlier, so I was a bit curious and a bit like wondering, how about when you're like communicating through like online? Because like sometimes when they say that when you're communicating online, they don't know your like true feelings or your true intentions, based on the like wordings or maybe based on your own message. So how do you like handle your tone in communication online?
Okay, understood. That's a very good question actually. Yeah. So when it comes to like making sure that we're being polite or even using the same tone, the first thing that what I will do is I will just write good morning. It's nice to meet you, and then a short introduction about myself, and then I'll just go into it by saying like, oh, I am the person in charge for this particular position that you're hiring for. So I have a few profiles on hand that would like you to review. Kindly take your time to review, and you may get back to me or let me know. So this is one of the ways that I actually use that is not so that is in the middle, like not too professional and not too not, but it's like ngam ngam, like in a way it's like just nice. It's like just nice lah. So sometimes if being too professional as a junior, if I'm being too professional, then sometimes the directors may feel like you're just a junior. Why are you like being so professional than me? So sometimes they might not like it. So the way that I will try to handle this without creating any unnecessary problems is that just put in some good morning text and use a few words like may or maybe kindly or please. It's just a formality lah, and it's also just a way to kind of like if there's anything I can just in layman's term like save myself lah if there's anything.
Okay.
That's about it.
So, may I ask, how do you differentiate between intercultural communication in university and in the workplace?
Interculture. So interculture meaning like please correct me if I'm wrong lah, but interculture is meaning to say like among different diversity individuals or something like that lah. Okay, understood. So when it comes to university, I think for me is okay, because me personally, I like to meet new people from different from different cultures. But if let's say I meet a new individual that is like from the Chinese culture, then I will either use English or Mandarin lah. But when it comes to Malay, I love using like Bahasa Melayu to actually talk to them, because like how do I say this? I come from Sekolah Menengah SMK lah. So back in SMK, I always use a lot of Malay. Then I really like using Bahasa Melayu. So when meeting them, I'll definitely use BM first. But if they are comfortable using English, then I'll just switch it up, because I don't want to put too much pressure on them. Like, let's say. Yeah. So I can say that intercultural communication in university is not much big of a difference than in the company that I am in, because the company that I am in definitely, we have different races, but of course from different age. There's like an age gap. But when it comes to communicating, it's always it reflects from when I was in university itself. It's like I'm talking to another senior from another course itself, like that. So we can get along pretty well, and even with the country manager as well, I can just like joke with him, and I can also just make fun of things. It's like I say that there's not much of a difference lah. But if maybe a few years down the road, I may work in different companies, so maybe I can I will experience new scenarios or even situations. But as of now, this is something that I'm experiencing in my everyday life lah. So my answer is there's not much of a big difference lah.
Okay, so that's how you communicate. So right now we're getting to the last question. So our last question is, did your university apply certain cultures in your field of study, and what kind of culture and why does it happen? It's 3 questions actually.
Okay. Hold on. Culture first, right? Like
Yeah.
my university. Yes lah. Okay. And to be very honest, I don't really remember much about what I learned in university. But I remember back in foundation, I took this cultural subject. So that cultural subject actually teaches us how to bond together with other other ethnics, other cultures, and despite our differences, like as long as we can still actually enjoy and also respect each culture's like own originality, then and also if we find peace like among each other, then that's how we can get along well lah. So that's what I was taught. And definitely it actually applies to not only in like daily life or university, but it applies in the company that I'm working in as well. Because like I said, like there's like different cultures, right, different races in my company. So because of that idea, or maybe that teaching that has been planted in here already, so naturally in this company, when I meet new people, then it just naturally comes into me, and it's very easy for me to actually get along with them pretty well lah. So if I did not learn anything about that, definitely it will be a bit difficult for me right now to actually maybe approach new people from other culture or from different ethnics lah. And sorry, what was the other question again? I forgot.
What kind of culture and why does it happen?
What kind of culture? So far the cultures that I actually get along with is Malay, Chinese, Malay, and also Indian, not so much lah, cause our company is like don't have too many Indians, but from India itself, yes, but I don't really communicate with them that much, because I'm not handling that. But Sarawak is also a lot, so like 3 different kinds of cultures. So like how I actually get to know all these cultures is by like through the communication or daily chit chat, like what is it that they like to eat, what are their festives, and then and also like the slang and also the language that they use. Yeah. And then sorry, what was the last part again of the question?
Why does it happen? Like the
Why does it happen? Okay, why does it happen? I think that is a very good question, but I'm not sure if I have the answer for it. But based on what I believe in, is that it happens because we don't limit something, or even or maybe like the company itself, we don't limit to not only for one culture or from one race lah, but we also open to other races, other countries, and also other cultures. Because I believe that the advantage of doing this, not only you can actually widen your networking, your social networking, but it helps in making the company grow as well lah. So yeah, that's actually my point of view.
Oh, that is such a good answer. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
think, I among all those questions that you have answered, I think like this is the last question really opens up our mind about those intercultural communication, because honestly saying, since we don't really dive into yet the workplace culture, and we often like just only communicate with only Malay, so I think, but with your answer, you somehow opened up our
I mean,
mind a bit. So, since we've reached the last question, might as well we are already in the end of our discussion of our interview session.
Thank you so much for your insight, for your info. That's really nice info, great info. And then thank you also for taking your time to have the interview with us.
Okay, so to end it off, we are very much grateful for this opportunity, and we really looking forward to work with you again in future.
So once again, thank you for your time, Esri.
no worries. Thank you so much for having me here today as well. And hopefully, hopefully my insights can give the both of you a better understanding. But also, it's not just gonna be me, but maybe other individuals have their own point of view as well. But yeah, thanks so much for actually having me here today.
Thank you so much, Astrid.
Thank you, Esri.
Thank you. Thank
Really
you.
great to work with you.